Hello everyone and welcome to Soar and Score Reviews. Today we will be flying the return route from Phoenix back to Denver, and this time in the Economy Plus product on the amazing United Next cabin on the 737 MAX 9. Although this flight was a major disappointment and United's handling of delays and customer service is still a glaring weakness, a big strength is the hard product, the seats, the aircraft, and airports. We start our day today in Pheonix and their recently expanded Terminal 3. There were many signs posted about how there are countless new features that are more sustainable towards the environment, and memos aimed at inspiring change around the world. One quote was, "We can live without many things. Water is not one of them." Another sign detailed the installation of new fixtures that reduce water usage by 42%. There is also a modern United check-in area, as well as all the modern bells and whistles. Here is another photo of inside Terminal 3, and an Alaska 737-900 pushing back. There are also new walkways between the terminals as well. Also, a United Club for members and first-class passengers was there, but it was closed for renovations. Unfortunately, our flight was delayed due to a late arriving inbound flight. The delay was not posted yet, but I always check FlightAware for details about my flights, and I found that the inbound flight was late from there. Our 737 MAX 9 arrived 30 minutes late from Chicago. Apparently, an orderly line was not on the books for today. Even people from Group 4 were trying to wedge into the Group 1 line. If there's any way United could fix this, I would really appreciate it. Once we got on board, the new mood lighting was on display. It is really amazing and represents United's colors well. The Economy Plus seat is very comfortable, with about 18 inches of width and a very generous 37 inches of pitch. Compared to my regular economy seat on the 737-200 that I reviewed earlier from Newark to Phoenix, this is a huge difference. For comfort, and for a 6'1" person like myself, it can make or break the experience for a flight. This time, on the seatback entertainment screens, there was a new graphic welcoming us all on board. We pushed back about 40 minutes late. United did not seem apologetic once again. This was aggravating, as passengers all around us had very close connections in Denver. If the crew were to put people at ease and apologize, it would make a huge difference in people's experience with the delay. Earbuds were also passed out during boarding. The usual schedule for the flight and the "How would you like to spend your flight" screen was also displayed. This is a great intro to the new in-flight entertainment system that is state-of-the-art and, in my opinion, one of the best in the sky. The lights were not dimmed for taxi during a nighttime flight, which was annoying but not a big deal. Now, enjoy the views of the nighttime Phoenix skyline as we get on our way on our short, just 1 hour and 23-minute flight over to Denver once airborne. After we reached our cruise altitude, a small snack service was conducted. I got a Coke Zero and the chocolate quinoa crisp, as usual. After a quick flight, it was time to descend into Denver and land on runway 16 left. While we descend, I need to mention another very frustrating aspect of today's flight. A passenger next to us had brought personal alcohol and vapes onto the flight and became disassociated and intoxicated. At points, this passenger punched the TV in front of us and started flailing their arms around. I know this situation happens from time to time, and if you fly a lot, eventually you will be in a situation like this. What bothered me, though, was how United's flight attendants and cabin crew handled the situation. 15 people around us all asked flight attendants to do something, but they simply told him he would be detained and arrested once we landed. This left me and other passengers in a very uncomfortable and potentially dangerous situation. After the flight reached the gate, the passenger was escorted by law enforcement off the aircraft, and there was not a single apology from anyone or acknowledgement of the horrible experience we had just endured. A fellow passenger talked to the flight attendants and even the captain, to which one flight attendant responded, "Once that door opens, my shift is over. I need to go home and have a bottle of wine." This response was even more infuriating, and although true, should not have been said directly to customers. To be clear, I am not complaining about United. They are overall a great airline, but I felt that this trip would not be complete without including this extremely aggravating experience. After this, we talked to the law enforcement and told them what had happened, and even they were surprised how the cabin crew handled the situation. At the end of the day, stuff happens and you have to move on, but this is an important issue to raise as it showcases one of United's glaring weaknesses as a rising airline. Now, enjoy the smooth landing on runway 16 left in Denver. Also, there was United 787-9 heading off to Munich and 777-200 heading to Washington Dulles. We also parked at a very close gate relative to the train. This is always a nice perk, but never guaranteed. Denver Airport has slowly become more modern and efficient, shown here with the new baggage claim area with sparkling floors and better signage. That wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed the review on United Economy Plus. Please leave any feedback or suggestions for future flight reviews in the comments below. Have an amazing day.